My name is Trinh. As you can see, I got my hair done yesterday. I love it so much. I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time having bangs in 7 years. So if I mess with my bangs, it's just because I'm trying to like figure things out. I like this new change. I hope you guys like it too. I feel like my hair is super orange. But anyway, I'm sure you have read the title. It's kind of true, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I low-key have a sugar daddy. I do. And I love him very much. His name is Jonathan. He's my boyfriend. But then, of course, I want to say that I am also my own sugar daddy, okay? I have bought so many books in the past few months. I gathered all of the books that I need to talk about in this video. And a majority of the books are bought by me. And then, of course, publishers. They're also low-key my sugar daddy. They just don't know about it yet, but that's totally okay. So, yeah, let's just get into it, because I have so many books that I want to talk about. So let's start with the books that I bought for myself, because that part is going to be pretty long, and then I will go into the books that I got from my boyfriend and then from publishers. Of course, I have to talk about Beastars. So I believe in September I got volume 8. I got this for me and my boyfriend. I bought 2 copies. I'm pretty sure I put it in a reading blog, so I'll have it like link in the cards and then also in a description box below. If you don't know, this series followed this high school that has herbivores and carnivores. The main character is Legoshi. So as of right now, he's trying to get stronger, but it's actually tricky because he's a carnivore, so he needs to eat meat. However, he refuses to eat meat. I read volume 8 in September. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my September wrap-up. So yeah, this was fun, and I cannot wait to get the next volume because I'm pretty sure it's coming out in November, which is really exciting. And then of course I got Logan Likes Mary Ann. So this is the 8th volume of the Babysitters Club. I really adore the series because I read this when I was so freaking young, and then now that they're coming out with new volumes, of course I have to continue with the series. But basically this book is about a boy named Logan and how he likes one of our main characters named Mary Ann. It's really cute and wholesome. So yeah, I read this last month and I really enjoy it. Of course I have to talk about Rick Riordan. So this is The Burning Maze and The Tyrants 2. If you don't know, this is the 3rd and the 4th book of the Trust of Apollo series. I have read these 2 books last month. This book hurts my feelings, okay? It really does. Oh my god, if you know what happened in this book, it's actually really heartbreaking. This book, I think this is probably my favorite book from the entire series because I really enjoy this. We get to see a lot of old characters like Raina, Frank, Hazel, and then we get some new characters as well. And yeah, I finished these 2 books last month. I actually let me not say that. I was gonna say I actually read a majority of these books, you know, in this book haul, but that's a damn lie. And then this book, oh my god, The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. This book is loved by so many people and I haven't read this yet, which is a damn shame. I'm planning to do a 24-hour readathon tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure that video will be up after this video. So hopefully you will see me finish this book in that video. I'm really excited because I've been wanting to read this book for such a long time, and I believe this book deals with war and stuff. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book and I really want to read it. So hopefully you will see me read this book in my 24-hour readathon. And then of course my dumbass decided to spend $40 on this book. This is the Waterstones edition of The Lost Book of the White, and as you can see there are like runes all over the entire book. It looks really cool and I really want to get this because I have the first book in the Waterstones edition, so I feel the need to like have it, you know. And oh my god, getting this book was a roller coaster because I really thought that I was able to get this book, but then the pre-order just sold out. It was a whole mess, okay? But long story short, I got this book after 2 months of trying to get this book. I was planning to buy this used, but of course people sell this at a very high price and I really don't want to pay at least $100 for one book. I'm really glad that Waterstones actually got this back in stock for like a few hours and I was able to get a copy. So very happy about this. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Of course we have to talk about Junji Ito. Tomie is a femme fatale. She is a beautiful young girl and men really love her to the point where they want to be with her, but then they would kill her, but she comes back to life because her body regenerates. There's like so many stories and they're all about Tomie. It's really creepy. My 2 favorite stories are Hair and Adopted Daughter, I believe. Oh my god, I love those 2 stories very much. So I talk more about this book in my October wrap-up. And then Uzumaki, literally my favorite book from Junji Ito, is so freaking good. It's really creepy. Not just that, it's very disturbing. It traumatized me so much because this is about spirals. Basically this town town is cursed with spirals, and a lot of horrible things happen due to the spirals, like natural disasters. I feel like that is so realistic. As of right now, I have seen so many Asian countries getting hit with natural disasters like typhoon, tornado, flooding. It's really horrible, and that happened in here. Like, I believe there's like a big tornado at the end and everyone lost their home. But the thing that freaked me out the most is the snail. There's a chapter where we actually see the snail, like it's being introduced in this book, and then we see it again later on, and I was so fucking mad because I thought we were done with the snail, but no, it comes back later in the book. So yeah, this book's amazing. I love it so much. I love the characters. I love the story. It's so fucking creepy. I honestly love this book, like very, very much. And now let's talk about one of my favorite manga series, Tokyo Ghoul. Oh my god, it has become one of my favorite things to read now. I bought volume 4 and 5, and volume 4 is about the gourmet, so this is what he looks like. Volume 5 is about Reese. Well, sort of, like she is in this book a little bit, but like it's just like a flashback kind of thing. If you don't know, Tokyo Ghoul is about this boy and a bunch of ghouls who live in Tokyo, but basically ghouls eat human flesh, and they're seen as like evil because they eat human, and that's not okay. This book has a lot of violent scenes, trigger warnings, violence, death, decapitation, murder. Decapitation, please pay attention to decapitation because we have seen so many characters get their head chopped off. It's actually really scary. And then I believe amputation is also in this. It's really, really violent, but I really enjoyed the series. So yeah, I bought these 2 volumes for myself. And then of course I got A Reaper at the Gates by Sabat Tahir. This is the 3rd book of An Ember in the Ashes series. I read this book with Sandy from Sandy Reads a Lot last month, so it was great. And basically this series is about the Empire and how horrible they are. This is the 3rd book, so of course we follow Helene, Laya, and Elias. I talk more about this in my October wrap-up, so highly recommend checking out that video because I did go in depth. I think I did. Basically, I talk about the things that I love and don't love about this book because this is my least favorite book from the entire series. And then, of course, I got A Little Life by Hanyayana Kehara. This book scares me because it's so long. And then, of course, the audiobook is longer than I thought. But I have heard so many amazing things about this book, so I really wanted my own copy, and hopefully the receipt is in the book. Wow. So hopefully I can read this book sometime this year, if not sometime next year, because I'm not really in a rush to read this book. I'm not gonna lie, it really, really scares me. Anyway, this book is about these 4 men, and we see them when they were like in college to when they're like much older. So that's all I know about this book. And now the books that Jonathan got for me, my king. Of course, he got me 3 volumes of Tokyo Ghoul, which is really great. So he got me the 3rd volume. I read this. I really, really enjoyed it because it was very violent. So yeah, this was really great. So thank you so much, Jonathan. And then of course he got me volume 6 and 7. So I'm very, very happy and grateful to have these 2 volumes in my collection because I can just read them like whenever I want. Hopefully you will see me talk about these 2 books in my November wrap-up because like I said, I really want to read these 2 books this month. And then of course he got me Darius the Great Deserves Better by Adib Khorram. I read the 1st book in May, I believe. It was one of like the best books that I've read this year. The 2nd book came out recently and I asked for this book and he got it. Oh my god. Basically, this book is about our main character named Darius. In this book, I believe he's much different from the 1st book, and basically he has a boyfriend. I think there's like a love triangle in this book, if I'm correct. Based on the synopsis, it really sounds like there's gonna be a love triangle. Oh yeah, and then of course look at the cover. This is Darius and then the 2 boys, so that's gonna be interesting. And then also I want to say that I actually got these art prints from the author Adib Khorram, and I really, really like them, so I put them in this book. And yeah, hopefully I can read this book sometime this year. I cannot believe I haven't read this book yet because based on my love for the 1st book, you would have thought that I would have read this book like immediately, but lately I just don't want to read, and when I do, I don't read a lot. So maybe that's why. But hey, at least I have this book and you know I will read this book, okay? Either this year or next year. And then my boyfriend got me Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, so I really want to read it. Basically, this book is about Danny Brown and how she has this relationship with this guy named Zaf. I believe this has the fake dating trope, which I really love, because you know the two main characters are gonna fall in love, so I'm okay with that. The last book that my boyfriend got from me is The Town of Nero by Rick Riordan. So this is the last and final book of the Trials of Apollo series. He actually got a copy for me and then a copy for himself. Honestly, this is probably my favorite cover of the entire series because I love this shade of blue, but not just that, underneath the dust jacket, the actual book, I love it so much. This is like the perfect shade of blue for me. But basically, this is the last book of the series. Of course, the villains in this book are Nero and Python. Honestly, this is not my favorite book of the entire series. There's like a few things that I'm not a big fan of, but overall, I don't hate it, which is a good thing. So yeah, I read this book last week and I will talk about this in my November wrap up. And now let's talk about the books that I got from various publishers. Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. Oh my god, I love the cover so much. And basically, I got an arc from Penguin Teen. So this book is about a main character named Sunny, and I think in order to impress this girl that he really likes, he pretends that he's in this rock band, and then next thing you know, he and his friends, basically like the band, becomes famous. So that's very interesting, and honestly, I love the cover so much. There's just something about this arc that's just really cute to me. So thank you so much to Penguin Teen for giving this to me. I love getting arcs, even though I'm so bad at reading arcs. The next two books that I got are from Simon Teen, and they gave me The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. So this is paperback, and then The Last Book of the White by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. I requested an arc and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll send it to you. They sent me the final copy of the book and also a paperback of this book. I lost my shit because I really love Cassie's books. Getting packages from Simon Teen means so much to me. So yeah, it was such a great moment because I believe that they were gonna give me an arc, and honestly I was fine with that, but they gave me the final copy, so for that I'm eternally grateful. And yeah, I read this book when it came out and I read it with Sandy, so I have a book review and discussion for this book real quick because some people were confused. Basically, the dust jacket is actually reversible. I actually prefer this one because it matches with the first book, so that's why it looks like this. And then of course I got the final copy of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I believe a few years ago, V.E. Schwab basically tweeted out the concept of this book. I fell in love with it because it sounds really cool. This is about a main character named Addie LaRue. Basically, she becomes immortal, but the curse is that she will be forgotten by everyone she meets. So it's actually really sad because no one really remembers her, and then eventually she meets someone who actually remembers her. I think that's like a thing that actually happened in this book. When I read the concept like years ago, this is before she wrote the book, okay? She just tweeted out the concept. I was like, that sounds really cool, and years later here it is in my hand. So I really want to read this book. Last but not least, I have Fence Striking Distance by Sarah Reese Brannon. Basically, Fence is a comic book series by C.S. Bucat, and I love Fence so much. I have read all 4 volumes, so of course when I heard about this, I knew I need a copy. And thank you so much to Little Brown because they actually sent me this copy. Basically, this book is about these fencers named Nicholas, Seiji, Harvard, and then Aiden. Yeah, Aiden. Yeah, this book is about these 4 fencers. That's all I know, to be honest. I don't know much about this because like I already know the concept of the comic book series, so I believe this will dive into the main characters, and I love these 4 characters so much. And then of course I ship Nicholas and Seiji, Aiden and Harvard. I ship Aiden and Harvard a little bit more than these 2 characters because oh my god, best friends to lovers, the potential. I want it, okay? That's basically it for the book haul. I gotta go. I want to eat lunch, and I have my boba tea right here, so that's fun. This is coffee, and hopefully this won't fuck me up because I actually want to sleep tonight. That is it for my sugar daddy book haul. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.